Our adventure for today is going down to Willy's Rock, while the weather is pretty nice. And here, of course, is the first traffic jam of the week. Every time I turn on the camera, it never fails.
That was the one and only traffic jam of the week.
This is our last full day here, and the weather turned out to be pretty nice. There's still some dark clouds, but not much, and it doesn't seem like it's going to be as rainy. The water is still a bit rough, so no snorkeling, unfortunately. If you notice, there are red flags on the beach, so it's supposed to be no swimming, but the lifeguards, where you had to sign in, told us that we could go ahead and swim in certain areas of it. So they were watching us, and we made sure and stayed in the right part of the surf. It was kind of odd that you have to sign in to the swimming areas. You go to the lifeguard station, sign in, and they tell you where you can swim, because they're trying to keep even groups apart. There just didn't happen to be another group out. This is my first time to come onto Willy's Rock, because usually here up with the deity of Mary, it's really crowded because there's a lot of Catholics here, and I'm not Catholic, so it means nothing to me. So I've never waited in line to get on it, but there's no line today. Unfortunately, all of this footage is Melanie's. My underwater camera, I was out filming in the waves and under and having a lot of fun and trying different things with the waves splashing over, and it all looked really neat on my camera as I filmed it. And when I got the camera home, I put the card in the computer and it said it was blank. So it was saving it to the camera, and somehow it's all gone. So all my footage for this day is lost. So this is Melanie's footage. Luckily she took some. She did mostly take pictures. See, there's me with my camera. And that's all we got. But we had a good time. We mostly wore masks. They let you take your mask off for pictures. And to be safe, I put on my mask and snorkel and mask. Yeah, I don't know. Just seemed like the thing to do. Lifeguards looked at me like I was crazy. We had a lot more time out here to just hang out and mess around, because usually this Willy's Rock is very crowded. And like I said, all the people want to get up here and see the little statue of Mary, so it's always really crowded. And we were the only ones here today. I've never seen it this empty. But as empty as it's been the entire week, it's not surprising. But we had a lot of fun. And I've got a lot of footage from my camera for experimenting with later. I did some tripod work, just getting some footage. Not sure what I'll do with any of it. Probably nothing. And Melanie was kind enough to film the bikini girls. It's a little blurry, unfortunately, but these were the only
bikini girl
group of bikini girls we saw. So she filmed them for me, and you can hear her laughing about it and asking if, you know, like 30 something seconds is enough. Also, while filming it, she was snapping some pictures, because the camera lets you film and take pictures at the same time. Isn't she useful? She was afraid I missed the girls, so she got it for me.
38 seconds, fine. No, I'm taking a picture while videoing.
You're all right.
Really?
That's the lifeguard station. It doesn't look like the flags are out right now, but they were earlier. We had a good time. This is back by the hotel. We're getting ready to pack and go home, unfortunately, because the weather is clearing up so much better. We probably should extend for a couple of days, but too late. We're packing. Okay, all packed, ready to go. Say bye-bye, Boracay.
Bye-bye, Boracay.
Okay. Wow, she's got her mask on already. We are ready. I didn't know we were that ready to go. Okay, we are ready to go. The room's not too tore up. We did okay. Make sure there's nothing out on the balcony. I'm going to lock her out there as a joke. Oh, that would involve getting up. You're lucky I'm lazy.
Why?
I was going to lock you out on the balcony. But I can't walk that far right now. Anyway, not a bad room. Good aircon. It's big aircon for this size room.
Yes.
I don't even think we turn the TV on. I suppose it works. On our bar, there's whiskey and scotch and rum, and I don't know what else over there. I didn't drink any of that. It's cheaper at the bar. Okay, this makes sense. Now that we're leaving, everything's calmed down. Look how nice the water is. And there's even some people, not many. We picked the wrong day to leave. Considered extending, but you know, whatever. Still nobody here. They keep switching back and forth to which pier they use, so when you get into the tricycle and tell them you're going, they take you to whichever pier is open, and then the boat takes you to whichever pier is open on the other side. And sometimes it's where the buses are, sometimes it's not. It's a weird way of doing things. This little island, I don't know what it is or was. There's some scraps of a building there. It looks like something used to be on that little island. I don't know if that counts as one of the 7,100, and I don't know how many islands we have here. But we had a really good time. Can't wait to come back when it's more crowded, because I do enjoy the crowds and all the fun. That's actually the list of complaints that people have for Boracay is overbuilt, too crowded, you know, a whole list of things. And that is exactly what Melanie and I like about it. We came across on one of those covered boats, and we went back on one of the little banca boats. So we got to have the adventure of different types of boats. That was fun. And I think Tim and his girlfriend enjoyed it. They seemed to have a good time. And we'll have to do this again. Hopefully they can open up soon. I really feel sorry for the people here. They were closed last year for the cleanup. They barely got reopened, and they're closed for the lockdown. They've got to really be hurting. There's just no money coming in right now. Like I showed on one of the videos, only one sailboat out. There's almost no banca boats running. There's just nothing going on. And the fishermen said they've almost fished out this area because they're trying to feed everybody on it, because there's nothing else here. It's really been hard for them. I feel sorry for them. Hopefully we can get everything opened back up safely soon. Speaking of no boats are running, look at the pier here, just completely littered with all the boats that usually are running passengers back and forth all day. Okay. This is, I mean, there's only a couple boats running and the rest are just parked. It's really kind of sad. We had a good time. We're, you know, glad to get over there and have some fun and spend some money for them, but there's certainly not enough people here, and they're hurting pretty bad in Boracay. Business is back to mostly normal in Iloilo, not in Boracay. They rely on the tourist for almost everything. So we had another extremely long but pretty bus ride home. It'd be nice if it was closer. Iloilo is kind of a long way, but it's not bad. You get a good bus. You don't want the unair conditioned bus, not so much for the air conditioning, but because it's tiny and there's no room. The air conditioned buses are roomier, so they're a lot more comfortable. There's only 2 seats on each side, so they can't cram in extra people. Here is one of the old unair conditioned buses next to the new air conditioned bus. They carry about the same amount of people. You just have that much more room on it. It is that different. So that unair conditioned bus is painful to sit in. It's just horrible. And we're actually in the one on the other end. It's the bigger one. It's not any longer, but look how much taller it is. This is just a much larger bus. This is the new bus. We really like them. Actually, the back door is blocked. They don't use the side door on the back. They put in a porta potty. And I've never used it. Actually, I don't recall ever seeing anyone use it, but it's there if you need it. These are the only buses big enough to have a restroom. And we pretty much have the bus to ourselves. It got a few people in it, but not many. So it was very comfortable. We don't get to sit together, but that means our bags have room. You sit on one seat, your bag sits on the other. So it's very roomy, very comfortable. I just have to poke her through the space in between the seats every now and then for fun, because it's so lonely. And that's the bathroom. There's absolutely no smell, or I would not be sitting next to it. And like I said, I don't think I've ever seen anyone use them. I suppose they're functional. Who knows? But we had a wonderful week. I can't wait to come back and do it again. Maybe there'll be more people on our next trip. But I'm just going to lay back and take a nap, because it's a long ride home. Enjoy your day in paradise.